Pop up with the queen, pop up with the queen, pop up with the queen means that I may go live 7 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. It doesn't matter. Pop up with the queen means I will go live at any time. Doesn't matter what time of day. It's just pop up with the queen, where I will share information, knowledge, and tips about buying a new car or used car. I work at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet, located in Waterford, Michigan, 475 Summit Drive. I sell Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Fords, and I sell pre-owned vehicles. We have over 500 vehicles in stock across all three dealerships. And the purpose of pop up with the queen is when I will share information that's important to you, whether you have good credit, bad credit, but most of my customer base is customers that have credit issues. Just recently I came up with the slogan of, people's credit being in the toilet, but I'm just here to share information that news you can use would pop up with the queen. Anyway, if you are on my social media platform of Facebook, my personal page is Regina, which is Regina Eileen Woodard. You guys on TikTok can find me on my personal page. That's Regina Eileen Woodard. That's Regina. My middle name is Eileen. Last name is Woodard, Woodard. And you can go there and you can put your phone up to the on the screen after this live, and you can get a free copy of my ebook. Or you can go to my business page, which is Regina, the Queen of Car Loans at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. Or you can go to my YouTube page, which is Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and you can actually subscribe while you're there. Or follow me on one of my pages. I also want to encourage the people on TikTok to do me a favor. If you are just joining me or you have been on other lives of mine, to actually do me a favor. Sharing is caring. So give me a follow. If you are following me on TikTok right now, give me a share. You guys come across content, and I provide a lot of great content. I've been in this great automobile space for 27 years, where I'm just sharing information, news you can use, but pop up with the queen. And also notice that, again, I'm getting a lot of people inboxing me, messaging me. The purpose of me going live is for you guys to catch me on my live and ask me questions. I do work at a Chevy store during the day, where I sell Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Fords, and pre-owned vehicles, where I don't have time to respond to everybody in the messengers. Remember, I'm not asking you. I used to have it where I would have a link where if you want to have a conversation with me, you pay me. But that didn't work out because nobody wanted to pay, but everybody wanted to be in my inbox for get information. So one of the things that I came up with is a tool or solution to the questions that you may have. I came up with an ebook. That's Navigating Auto Loans with Bad Credit. Navigating Auto Loans with Bad Credit. And in that ebook, I walk you through the process of buying a car if your credit's in the toilet. But you can't get on TikTok because I don't know where to put a QR code on TikTok. But you can go to one of my social media platforms on Facebook, put your phone up on the top of the screen, and put the code in ebook 50 to get a free copy of my ebook, Navigating Auto Loans with Bad Credit. You can download it in English or Spanish. Yes, I want to get to the Spanish community too. I recently, I have an assistant. She speaks Spanish. She's been with me since July. So I'm also trying to cross over and get that crowd too. So anyway, the ebook is in English and Spanish, and also you can get it in the audio. It's for free. Put ebook 50 in. I would recommend that you get the audio in English or Spanish. Because you can listen to it in your car, you can listen to it when you're at home, you can listen to it at any time. I listen to a lot of audio at home while I'm actually doing the dishes, cooking dinner, or just relax around the house. I'm always want to keep my mind going and flowing. But anyway, today what we're going to talk about, or this evening, or really honestly, I guess depends on when you watch this video, right? But if you are live with me now, I understand that TikTok doesn't let you put the videos in like an archive, or you can watch later. So I'm live, you're going to see it live. But if you ever want to go back, you guys go on over to one of my Facebook pages and watch it live, or go to my YouTube channel, Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and subscribe and get a free copy of my ebook. But anyway, right now, what we're going to talk about, I am going to give you 6 inside secrets on getting the best deal that you can get. You got to do a little research. You got to do a little preparing. But so get that pencil and that paper ready. So best deals or inside secrets about buying a car. Secrets. been in this automobile space almost 27 years. So, I do have a lot of knowledge up here in my brain. So that's why I call it news you can use and pop up with the queen. But one of the things that I find that people don't do, and they always want the best deal and they want to know what's the solution. But one of the things that you need to do in order to get the best deal is do your research before you go into the dealership. Do your research. Whether you want that four-door vehicle, whether you want that car, whether you um, whether you want that car, or whether you want that SUV, or whether you want that pickup truck, or whether you need a Traverse or a minivan. They don't make up any minivans anymore when it in the Chevy brand or the GMC or the no, they don't make it in the Ford either. That we call it in the Chevy brand, it's called the Traverse, and the GMC brand is called um, they got the Arcadia, where you get 7 people and you get 8 people in. Not sure. I can't. Then the Ford is called the Ford Explorer. Or if you want to go up to a Chevy, you can get a Tahoe or Suburban. You get a 7 or 8 passenger in that capacity. But they don't really make the minivans anymore. I think they still make them in Chrysler, but I don't sell Chrysler, so I don't give a care about the Chrysler. But know what you want. Do your research. Do your research before you enter into the dealerships to find out what you want. And know the years and the make and models that you want to explore. But also one of the things what you need to make sure that you do is have the years range. So if you want between 2018 and 2021, know that the years that you want. Or I always tell people to have options, research, have that first vehicle that you want, your second option, your first option, your second option, and your third option. So always say 3 options. 3 options in anything you do, because they don't have what you want. You have a second, a third, a choice, first, second, third choice, maybe even a fourth. You always want to keep your windows open, keep things open. So after you do your research, what you do is you look around, you go to a dealership, or you call around and see what they have in stock. Research is very important before you go in, even if your credit is in the toilet. You got to do research. You got to do. You just don't want to always accept what we say. With me, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you cut and dry. I'm going to tell you exactly what I can do. Now, I'm not going to tell you over the phone if you're looking to buy a car from me that you live in another state, and then I have to tell you over the phone because you got to know what you're going to get. But if you're in Michigan, then I expect you to come visit me in the dealership. And then I'll let you know exactly what you can get approved for if your credit's in the toilet. But even if your credit's in the toilet and you have credit issues, you still have options as far as knowing what you want. But also, when you have credit issues or your credit in the toilet, you have to be able to do what? You have to know that you may not have that many options as the next person. So after you do your research, you need to figure out number 2. Are you paying cash for that vehicle, or are you financing? And you guys know whether you got enough money to pay cash now for a vehicle. So if you're looking for a $15,000 vehicle and you don't have any money, then you're not paying cash, you're financing. Whether you're getting the financing from the dealership or you're getting the financing from your own financial institution, your bank or your credit union. And if you watched any of my videos or followed me over the years, or you just start following me, you know that I am for a credit union. And the reason I'm for a credit union, for a financial institution, because credit unions are for the people, by the people. For the people, by the people is the credit union. The credit union. Financial institutions like Chase, Bank of America, or Huntington, and people come in and say, oh, I belong to Huntington. Oh, I belong to Bank of America. I love my bank. But they won't give you no money. If you got bad credit or credit in the toilet, they're not going to give you no money. They're going to tell you bye-bye. Or they might not even return your call. Credit unions are for the people, by the people. They do more things for you because of your situation. They are not stockholders or shareholders. Banks are. They're people. People care about, the credit unions care about their people. That's why I say they're for the people, by the people. So if you want to know that. But if you're on my TikTok page, you guys, I see you. Some people are coming in, but do me a favor. Give me a heart, give me a like, because, again, sharing is caring. All right, number 2, you got to know whether you're paying cash. We talked about cash or financing. You got to know that sometimes we don't think about whether we're paying cash. You always want to go and want the best deal, want the best price, people want the best interest rate, but we ain't figured out the financing. So you got to know how you finance, and you got to know where you're getting the money. Again, if your credit's in the toilet, you always got to know that you still have options. Number 3, you got to research the marketplace. What are the vehicles going for in that area? What are the vehicles going for? If you may be looking at a Malibu in Michigan, Malibu might be a different price far as a used car in another state. The price might be better in Michigan, who knows? Or it might be better in another state. So you want to research your options, your market research what the vehicle's costing in that area where you're going to buy your car. But know this is that when you have boost credit in the toilet, sometimes, yes, you pay more for your vehicle. You do. And remember, research is always like supply and demand. So if everybody remembers when it was COVID, the supply and demand was high. So that meant we didn't have that many vehicles on the lot. And so, we actually, we held on. We didn't give people discount on vehicles. We didn't do that because the supply was high. Demand was high. So you didn't get that great deal during COVID. I remember people hearing on the internet and hearing in different groups and hearing salespeople say this, and also customers say this after the fact, that they paid $2,000 or $3,000 over sticker for a vehicle. Why? Because the demand was high for that vehicle, and the dealerships, they could charge more. I can say, working at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet, we didn't price gouge our vehicles. We didn't put the vehicles up $2,000 or $3,000 more than what they were actually selling for. Yeah, we want sticker price. We didn't gouge you. But let me just say this: if you're looking to buy a Corvette, yeah, we know Corvettes. We just like any other dealer. We had it. $2,000 or $3,000, $5,000 overpriced. That's what we did because vets are hot. And that's what a lot of dealerships did. But let me just say this: GM wasn't offering General Motors discount on the Corvette. Well, guess what? Now they just put GM discount on the Corvettes. So, the manufacturers too are trying to be smart too. They're being smart because they know what they can get, know what they can't get. So anyway, that's number 3. So number 4 is you research on your salesperson. Who you buying your car from? Who you leasing your car from? Do you like that person? Are they going to go to bat for you? Because remember, you got to like your salesperson. The salesperson needs to like you, because if you need anything, they'll go to bat for you. They'll go to bat for you. You want someone who has your best interest at heart. You may say, well, I don't need the salesperson. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because after the sale, honestly, might be more important than before the sale. Remember what I said? Before the sale is very important, but after the sale is important too. It's because if you have problems, who's going to be there for you? Who's going to go to bat for you? Remember, when you come to a dealership, we all work together. You got to sell the car, right? We want you to use our service department because we want you in our dealership as much as you can, right? As much as you can visit, so you won't forget about us. And then we want you to service our body shop, right? It's because we all work together, hand in hand. We all work together. It's no dealership that don't work hand in hand with everything together. So, and then what my suggestion is, as far as doing your research, when you research that salesperson that you actually want, well, the best way to research a salesperson is to get their name or go to a dealership website and look their name up. Now, our dealership website, I don't think my picture is up on the dealership website because they wanted to put a little ugly picture up of me. I don't want to say a little ugly picture, but they wanted to just snap a photo of me, and I wasn't buying it. I wanted to have one of my my glamour shots up there, so I probably need to revisit them about putting my picture up there. But I get my business, I don't take customers that come to the door ups. We call them ups. Customers that come to the dealership to buy a car, if they don't ask for Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, they don't get me. My advertisement comes from content that I create, being on social media, and also advertisement, radio, TV, YouTube. Just start doing YouTube ads. So that's where my business comes from. But if you want to put a credit application in with the Queen, it doesn't matter what state you're in. You can go to ReginaTheQueenOfCarLoans.com, ReginaTheQueenOfCarLoans.com, and you can put that credit application in 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. You can put a credit application in with me. Yeah, you can do that 24 hours a day. I wish I knew how to put that in the comments, but I don't. know how to put that in the comments of telling you my my website. I guess I need to learn a little bit more about TikTok, right? Because I'm feeling really good about TikTok. Anyway, if you want to put a credit application, you go to my website 24 hours a day. Regina, the Queen of Car Loans with an S.com, or Google Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and my website will come up. And you can put your application in 24 hours a day. Doesn't matter what state you're in. I can sell you a vehicle. Remember, I sell Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Ford, and we have over 500 used cars in stock. Number 5, don't get emotionally attached to the vehicle. That's one of the things that, you should not do. Now, me being the great salesperson I am, I want you to get emotionally attached. I want you to. I want you to fall in love with that vehicle. But if you're smart, you won't get emotionally attached to the vehicle, because that's when we know we already closed the sale. Being in the car business, I always ask open-end questions so I can get a quick answer. Open-ended questions so I get an answer. Close-end question. Well, I'm sorry. Close-end question. I want a yes or no. Yes or no. I don't want to elaborate. I just want you to ask a question. I want the answer. So don't get too attached to that vehicle that you're actually looking for, because that if you can't get that particular vehicle, or you can't get that particular vehicle, don't get too attached. Always know that it's a similar vehicle out there in the vehicle that you want. Too many people say, oh, that vehicle's going to go away. Oh, it's going to do this. No, it's not. It's going to be one that's going to come similar to it at some particular time. Our customers tell me, well, I ain't ready right now. And, I don't want to hear that. No salesperson wants to hear that you're not ready right now. Because you know what? We worry about right now. Some people are right now, because we can't worry about 2 months from now, 3 months from now. We got to worry about right now. The bills that we got to pay this month and next month, that's what we worried about. And saving our money, because times are getting difficult. Times are getting hard. That's the one reason what I have learned now that I really have finesse on being a content creator. I'll pick up the phone. That's why I'll pick up my cell phone and go live, or get on my StreamYard and go live, because those are the extra things that I want to share with people in the world, but also mainly people that are in my area of Michigan, where I do all my 99% of my car sales is in this area. So if anything, I want people to constantly know that I'm here to take care of them. I deal with customers that have bruised credit or credits in the toilet, but I also help customers that got great credit. I get return customers and customers that come see me that got great credit. So anyway, this is Papa with the Queen. Second time I did Papa with the Queen today, just sharing knowledge and information with you guys. If you're on TikTok, guys, do me a favor. Go follow me on TikTok. And then also watch some of my other videos and put my videos in your favorites. Because if you don't need my information, somebody else may need my information. Somebody else may need me. Somebody else may need me. Again, you might not need me, but somebody else might need me. Sharing is caring. Share my videos. Put it in your favorite so somebody can get the information that I'm sharing. And if you on my social media platforms on Facebook, share this video. And at the same time, get someone to put their phone up to my QR code and get a free copy of my ebook, Navigating All Loans with Bad Credit. Navigating All Loans with Bad Credit. Get your copy today. English, Spanish, download it, English or Spanish for free. Or you can listen to the audio in English or Spanish. You can't get both, and it's free. All right, Papa with the Queen.